Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 29 minutes past 8 p.m. right now. It is the 31st of March 2023 right now. XSplit is in the house right now. We're about to play Cyberpunk 2077 right now. I've been playing this game for about 6 hours and 43 minutes over the last maybe 3-4 weeks right now, but this would be the first time playing it on stream right now. I'm in London, England right now. Where you at, fam? Where you at? Okay, kind of busy programming. Okay, big things. So I can't stay for long. Well, appreciate you coming through and spending the time that you can spend. Let me switch over this screen so you can see. What do you think of the lighting? It looks a bit slow on the camera. One sec. I don't think this is working. I think I need a bit more lights. Or that might even be the issue. I need a stronger computer. I think that's what the real issue is. That's what the real issue is. Dude is radiating. Yeah, so the thing is, you can't see, well, maybe you can see this bit actually. It's a bit blurry in the back. But I had to move one of my plants, and when I did so, I have a UV light that I set up to keep on the plant. You can't see the plant's off camera. So yeah, that's what that slice is for. But also have another plant over on this side which you can't see, but that's got a UV light on it as well. I usually have the curtain down. I usually have it down. But it's a blind rather than a curtain, but whatever. But I figured, you know what, let me let this light come through, see what it does. But yeah. Camera frames stuff. Yeah, you know that it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. I think it's gonna be like that because I'm using my PC quite heavily right now. So yeah, the camera frame is gonna be a little bit slower. Hopefully it's not so bad that it just stops, because that would be an issue. If it does get really bad, then yeah, I'm gonna have to switch to a different game. But I'm using quite a bit of my PC resources right now, so yeah. Hopefully though, in the next, I mean, it's almost, almost April. And from the 6th of April is when the new tax year starts. And what that means is, well, a few things. I mean, I don't have to wait until the new tax year, but it's just preferable that I wait until the new tax year before I make certain bigger purchases. That way I have a higher profit margin for the current year, and then I could work on that for the next year rather than doing a major purchase now and bringing my profit margin down lower. So I'm waiting until the 6th of April, at least the 6th of April, maybe not exactly then, but sometime after the 6th of April. And what I'll start doing then is look to get a whole new PC. It's due, it's been due, and yeah, I think I need to do that. Get something with a much powerful processor, much more RAM. I mean, I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM running right now. I'm probably gonna bump it up to 32. But yeah, I want to go with a much more powerful processor. I don't think I need to buy all new parts though, because I'm using my laptop right now. Well, I do have a desktop PC. That's really what needs replacing, the desktop, not so much the laptop. The laptop is fine. Well, I mean, it does what it needs to do. But when it comes to replacing the desktop, that way I can use that as my main, streaming PC and do more higher end stuff with it, like, this. And like I say, this is I mean, I know the game works on my laptop. It runs pretty fine. We'll see how well it runs while streaming, because that is processor intensive. If it doesn't work so well, I do have some other options. Yo, what up, Jakes? Little Jake's in the place. How's your day going? How's your day been? Yeah, I know the camera the frame rate on the camera is a little slow right now. It might be like that because I'm using a lot of my PC resources at the moment. If it gets too bad, though, I might have to try something a little bit different. But for now, hopefully, for now, it's I think it's bearable. Hopefully, it's bearable. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Let's see. Did a little driving in the morning. Got a little rest. Did a game test session, which I haven't done for a while. So I do these remote game testing every now and then. I used to do it a lot more frequently, but it's been a while since I've done one. Mainly because like I don't have the newer consoles. Like I don't have the you know, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. You know, I still got my old stuff, so I don't get the offers too often these days. But and when I do get the offers, I'm not always available. So this is the first one I've done for probably about a year or more than a year, I think. Was the last one I've done. So it's cool to do that again. But yeah, it's a very irregular thing. It'd be nice if it was a lot more frequent. I could make a living out of it, but alas, not quite the case. Not quite the case. Throat is messed up, man. That sucks. Try some tea with put some honey and ginger in there, and some lemon maybe. It's good for the throat. Well, assuming you haven't done it already. I think a little ruffle. Did it? Okay. Oh right. Yes, your birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I said we're gonna sing happy birthday, didn't I? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Man. How old? I think it's 39. No, 40. No, 40, right? 40. Is it 40 now? 41? Or if you know, I mean, if you rather not say, it's cool. It's cool. But I think you did say your age once. I think it was like 40 something, if I remember correctly. Sorry if I've forgotten your age. My bad. I'm sorry. 43. Man, you young whippersnappers. I tried honey and tea remedy, and well, that's next on the list then. Time flies indeed, man. For real. I think we're saying this the last time, but it's just crazy that you could be, you know, 12 years old, right? And you look at the grown-ups when you're 12 years old in their 30s and their 40s, and some of them are in their 50s. And you just think like, man, that's like so long away. That may as well be like a million years away. And it almost feels like you just blink a couple of times and you're there, you know. God, I'm so healthy. But yeah, indeed, man, got to take care of yourself. It gets more important to take care of yourself the older you get as well, you know. The older you get, the more important it is to take care of yourself, to eat healthy, to exercise regular. You know, yo, what up, Yuri? Make sure you're getting all the right nutrients, because, like, the thing is, you know, I mean, they say people, you know, sometimes when you're in your 40s and you know, like, people don't really look their age, right? It's like you can be 40 looking like you're 28, right? You could look like you're 28, right? But you're still 40. You're still 40. Right, your body's still 40, you know what I mean? So it's like you might look young, but your body's still 40. So yeah, you gotta be healthy, man. You gotta take care of yourself as best you can. And I ain't saying you gotta be some fitness freak or whatever, but yeah, definitely gotta make sure you do keep the body active. I'm trying to stay away from junk food now and get up there in age. Yeah, Indeed. I still like my fried chicken, I can't lie, but definitely been cutting back on that. And just in general, I mean, I did have some muffins today actually, but generally I would say I cut back on things like sugar, saturated fats, high salts, Not like I never have them, of course, but just, yeah, definitely cut back. I'm actually 44. No, I'm not. I'm not 44. I'm almost 44, Yuri. I'm almost 44. I'm maybe a few months away from 44. AJ says I was in the new. Isn't you 30? Oh, that might be wishful thinking. Well, if only, man. If only. Yo, Braxton. Braxton the Snake Fiend and the place to be. Exposed diarrhea might kick in any time. Yeah, be careful with that, man. Make sure you got a toilet nearby. To be honest, I'd have thought you were like 30. Oh, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I might look 30, but actually, speaking of taking care of stuff, I did actually join a gym a few weeks ago. So I've used gyms before. It's not like the first time ever, but I haven't been to a gym for some years, mainly because I prefer to like work out, you know, like by going running and just keeping healthy that way. But I did join the gym a few weeks ago, about 3-4 weeks ago, and I've been going like once a week for the past few weeks. I didn't go this week just because some things came up and kind of got pushed aside. And also I have a limited membership where I can only go at certain times. So when things kind of delay me, it's not like I could just go later. It's like, well, I kind of missed my slot now, so you know, it just sucks. But I think the plan for me though is, you know, once you know fasting and Ramadan is over, is to bump up my membership to a proper full membership. That way I can go, because the gym is actually open 24 hours a day, but it's just that my membership specifically only allows me to go at certain times. So I'll bump it up to the full one. That way I can go any time of the day. That way if anything happens, I know I can just go a bit later, or I can go you know what I mean, and it's never an issue. But yeah, I did join a gym, and I'm trying to stick to that and be consistent with that. And you know, I'm mainly just doing like cardio. I do some weights a little bit, but I mainly just stick to the cardio, because I think, especially like, you know, as you said, like getting older, you know, I think it's more important for me at least to concentrate on, you know, fitness and having good fitness, and that's going to be your cardio. That's going to be things like your core strengths and things like that. But yeah, that's the thing. Yo, what up, Sam? Sam B in the place to be. Well, I think I prefer $0 as the new $30. If that was true, then I'd vote for that. As long as you had a good time, it's worth it. Happy birthday to you. There's gonna be some potentially severe weather moving through again. The usual during spring, fall. Man, it's bare bad weather, man. Bare bad weather in your ends, bruh. I appreciate that, Yuri. So I was shredded. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't really interested in like getting like buff and that kind of thing. Like I'm really not. Like when I was younger, maybe. These days, I'm really not that interested in. I mean, of course, as part of your when you're working out, your exercise, and of course you go into your body's going to change just naturally anyway. But I'm not really focusing on getting like big. I ain't trying to look like The Rock. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that. So I'm just trying to. Well, I'm trying to be as healthy as I can, so I can do the best that I can when the time comes, and I'll just leave that there. I think there's some youngins in the chat right now, so let me not get too naughty just yet. Let me not get too naughty. I just yeah, I mean, when you get to for guys, it's different for women, but guys, like, sort of physical peak is around sort of late teens, early 20s, right? That's your physical peak. That's when you're at your physically your best. And you know, with good living and health, you can get stronger and you can get faster, but generally speaking, your physical peak is right about your late teens to mid early 20s, right about that kind of age. So I know that I am well past my physical peak. So yeah, for me it's like, that's cool, but that means, yeah, take care of yourself, be healthy. That way you can still, you know, perform when you need to. And I'll just leave that there. Just leave that there. I ain't trying to go into too many details. It's there's children present. Resistance, work at home with wear weights and got a rowing machine that covers the code. Oh, nice! All in your house. That's big, man. Well, might be doing it for a while then. Into bulking up. Yeah. I got pretty big when I was young, actually. Not like bully big, but pretty big for my size at the time. I was like 15 stone, I think, was at my heaviest at one time. But it wasn't good weight though, so because I wasn't really eating properly and I wasn't really following proper nutrition and stuff. So I got quite big, but it wasn't like, and it was muscle, but I think it was like a combination of muscle and fat, you know. So I just got like just like bulky, you know what I mean, like kind of like that. And alright, it's party time. Party. 21, man. Oof. I remember that age. That was a good age. 21 is pretty much your peak partying time though. Like, well, maybe not 21 specifically, but that round about that time is your peak partying time, I think. All right, let's start the game. So the weapon system is up, but in the other states like Metro Tennessee or others. Oh boy, I think I need to pace myself. The way it were in you. So, oh, for sure. Okay, I think we're okay for the stream. I think we're okay. For Harris party time, I'll probably have a few drinks and be home in my PJs by 10. But 10's late though. That's. Once you get past like 35, 10 is late. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't wait till I get my badass new computer, man. Why is this? Oh, jeez. Oh, it's just taking a while to load. Focus is to build up muscle for when I joined Planet Fitness, and when working out at home, I ain't trying to be a bodybuilder. Planet Fitness, is that like the big gym over in America, or one of the gyms, I guess? I mean, you say you had a young Sam, but by my calculations, I think it was about average age for a you know, like, I think it's about average. At least in my ends anyway, it was that's about average. This game gives you choices, but I assume some of the choices affect certain outcomes, but I'll never find out. I'll never turn 35. Yeah, what was it 29 plus VAT? So Brax is trying to get swole then, huh? Well-known ones, most convenient anyway. Okay, cool. 17 years, yeah. At this point, he'd be like, 17? You left it late, didn't you? So what's your plans for the weekend? Lean, slim, muscular is good enough for me, dog. So you could try and be like, I mean, I don't know, like if you talk about being skinny but with muscles, that's kind of like that crackhead look. You know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah, I don't know if you ever see a crackhead where like they're really skinny, but somehow they just got muscle still, and it's like how I don't know, crack does something to the body, man. try to avoid that look at least. You know what I mean? Have some meat. You know what I mean? Have some meat on them bones. Not sure if it's me or you, but the sound is breaking up slightly. That might be me actually. My PC is running at pretty much full capacity right now, so there may be a few dropped frames and a few dropped audio bits. So hopefully it's not so bad that it becomes unbearable, but if it does get that bad, then yeah, let me know, and I'll try and do something about it. Take up getting back into karate again. Okay, and getting into UFC, wrestling, fencing, and learning how to swim. Okay, those are some good skills. So okay, hold on a second. So you're gonna have muscles. You're gonna be training in various contact fight combat. You're gonna be able to swim, and you got a whole bunch of guns. So like. So what, are you trying to join like the Secret Service or something? Like, what's going on there? What's going on there? Brax is trying to be the next Jack Bauer? Like, what's going on, man? Yeah, Braxton's gonna be like one of these dudes that can like stop a bullet with his fingers or something. Okay, one sec, guys. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think there's issues. All right, cool. I'm gonna have to try something else because apparently that was causing too many problems. Just I think we're still live, right, though? Hopefully we're still live. I think... Wait, what's going on? Audio coming through? Is the video coming through? Let me switch to over here for a second. Okay, so sorry guys, but apparently it's I think it's, oh geez, I'm not sure what's going on. I ain't sure what's going on. So yeah, that's well, ain't that a shame? Nope, just doing it for me. Gonna do one thing at a time. Knowing how to fight for self-defense is a must. It's definitely a good skill to learn. I mean, I've kind of thought about doing it, that sort of thing myself, and I never did do it in the end, which, I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I should. While, just going to run a network test. In fact, let me run a sound test real quick. Okay, that's working. Okay, so that's working. Okay, so I have a pretty good down speed and a pretty good up speed, which is important. So I've got rid of the what I thought was the offending thing, but apparently Apparently not. Let me refresh this page. No, I meant to be a pro sensation. Hey, never say never, man. Yeah, never say never. Okay, we're still live, but it's telling me that I got a poor connection. I'm not sure why it's telling me that though. Oh wait, well we back up. We back up again. We back up again. Okay, we're back to have an excellent connection. Cool. All right then. So yeah, I guess you could say that was a a test of sorts. I was trying to run a game and stream at the same time, and it's very clear that my current setup is incapable of doing such a thing. So I'm going to try something else because I do have options. The only thing is that I might have to wait a while before it's actually ready, because I don't have the full paid service for GeForce Now. GeForce Now, by the way, I don't know if you know about GeForce Now, but GeForce Now allows you to play games on the cloud that you already own through Steam and some other services. It doesn't support every single game on Steam, but it supports, you know, quite a good percentage of them. So let me show you guys something, by the way. So this, I don't know if you can see it, it's quite long. This is a blade from Frederick. So Frederick is my Chinese elm bonsai tree, except I don't really think it's a bonsai. The way it's been growing, I'm almost certain it's not a bonsai tree. It could still be a bonsai plant, but I'm pretty certain it's not a bonsai tree. But anyway, it grew these blades out, and this one unfortunately ended up breaking. So I could say it just bent really badly. So I tried propping it up and trying to see if it would get to kind of heal itself, and it didn't, so I ended up having to cut it off. But yeah, it just again, it got, I think it was the wind or some, I don't know what caused it. It's probably not the wind, but something caused it to bend. In fact, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one bent before the wind got to it. The wind probably just made it worse. But anyway, but yeah, this is like about 25 inches, probably longer than 25 inches if you straighten it out. But yeah, this was a blade that grew from Frederick that I had to cut off, and I don't know what you can do with these. There's probably not a whole lot you can do with them. It's probably just gonna wither eventually, you know, now that it's cut off. But yeah, this is, yeah. To me, it's just like mad that I bought like a pack of seeds and planted them, And now I have this. That's mad when you think about it. That is absolutely mad. But yeah. You can see that, oh, you probably can't see it, but the bottom end is already starting to wither. I had to cut this. I cut this maybe about a couple hours ago. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll be growing flowers, innit? I'll be growing flowers. And this is one of them. Well, it's not really a flower. I don't know what you'd call this. Actually, yeah, I want to try and find out what this is called, because I'm pretty sure it's not a bonsai tree. Whatever this is did not come from a bonsai tree. I mean, at this point, I don't mind that it's not a Chinese-owned bonsai. I really don't mind, because at the end of the day, it's like I've had this for, what, since July rather? So what, not far off a year? It's almost a year old. I'm not gonna, it's not like I could give it back. I don't want to give it back. I've been growing for nearly a year. But it'd just be nice to know what exactly that is, because clearly it's not a Chinese-owned, well, I say clearly. But when I look up Chinese-owned bonsais on the internet, they do not look like what I have. They look nothing like what I have. So I don't know what kind of plant this is, but I'm about, I'll say about 85 to 90% certain it's not a Chinese-owned bonsai tree. But whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's here to stay. All right, here we go. There we go. Put it over here, and let me switch back over here. So the difference with this and what I was doing before is that this is playing through GeForce Now, which is the streaming service, rather than native from my computer. And what that means is, well, I don't know, will it even show? I'm not sure if it's even going to show. All right. All right, one sec. Let me see if I could, oh, wait. What's the thing on this? Yeah, I want it done that way though. It should. Ish. Yo, Sam's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Ish. Why not you show, huh? Why not you show? Why not you show? Oh, that was the wrong one. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right then. All right. Guess who's back? Back again. Hopefully this runs a bit smoother than before. But yeah, what's your plans for the weekend? I think I was asking that before it all kind of went to poop. Yeah, my weekend is pretty much just driving all day tomorrow, and then about half the day on Sunday. I can see it right here. Yo, Ben. Let's play tomorrow night, Sunday, sweet FA. I can't wait, indeed. Oh. One sec, just kind of realized something. What up, Ben? How's your day going? How's your day, Ben? There we go. So Ben, I ain't know if you saw. I ain't know if you saw, but yeah, each Sunday, this April, it's WrestleMania. Thanks to my YouTube account got next on Wednesday after I tried promoting Haze. Well, now you know better, huh? Just gonna chill. That sounds like a good thing. Yeah, let's check his messages. Oh wait, okay, I think I might have read that wrong, Ben. I thought you saying that your YouTube account got next after you tried promoting me, because you said promoting Haze. So I thought you tried to promote me and your YouTube account got next. That's why I say, yeah, now you know better not to promote me. Don't promote me. Get your YouTube channel get next. Now I'm thinking maybe you meant something else though. My bad. I'm sorry. That probably just sounded mean because I thought you meant something else. That's what Haze, your stream that is. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, it'll be WrestleMania 39 Part 1. Then that's this Sunday. And then next Sunday afterwards, WrestleMania 39 Part 2. Then after that, WrestleMania 17. And then WrestleMania 18, which in my opinion, is the greatest WrestleMania of all time. But who knows? Maybe we'll be changing our minds after WrestleMania 39. Sunday to do absolutely nothing. My poor brain needs a rest, a reset. It happens, man. When you get to 29 plus VAT, it becomes more and more common. Especially when they keep putting the VAT up. It used to be 17%, it bumps up to 20%. It's like, man. Did it come through your Haze? Yeah, I did. What should I say? I did, Haze. Doing your channel. That is awesome though. Yeah, it's not your channel. Sorry, did it come through on my end? Let me. Wait, I think I might miss something. Did what come through on my end? We'll talk about streaming. What we? WrestleMania, Raw, SmackDown is every Friday, Sunday here in the US. Yeah, I mean, it's shot regular here too. I generally not watching it too much these days, though, to be honest. Yeah. Man, we've got to pay tribute to Jackie. Yeah, I ain't watched wrestling for a minute though. Well, not properly anyway. That's best to knock off some of that VAT. Yeah, too much VAT. They start adding taxes as well. It gets complicated. So yeah, probably for the best. Oh, it's going to be a long cutscene, isn't it? I don't know why I put a question mark there. So I need a reset. The question mark is like, Maybe I'm still thinking about it. Should I? Shouldn't I? Man, how many people gonna be speaking? I mean, Jackie was a cool dude and all, but man, it's a pretty cool game though. It's very in depth. Like, they actually put a lot into this game. But yeah, one of the things I want to do in April. By the way, I plan on spending a lot of money in April. I plan on spending a lot of money in April. Like, April's gonna be a big money. That's the plan, at least, to be a big money spending month for me. It's got a YouTube channel that was set up after Neighbors was cancelled, which has almost 4,000 subs. Nice. Not sure if you saw Haze video reacted to the final episode, but that's how I found this channel. Shay, I remember you coming through and asking about it, actually. Yeah. So downtime is needed to get my head on right. Yeah, no, you need to take that me time, innit? Time to just be like, you know what? Do nothing. Just we plan to shut down the account on the 1st of April anyway, so I thought I'd try and promote Haze's video on my community tab. So I shared the link with the comment, a great review from Haze. One episode Neighbors. And about 5 minutes later, so he suddenly signed out of my account and went up and that's a login. My channel wasn't there and I received an email which said, "Oh, AverMedia have reviewed your content and found severe or repeated violations of community guidelines because of this. We have removed your channel from." That is crazy, bro. No way it was because of that. Are they? Nah, you gotta appeal that because you shared a video. I mean, the video's fine. That video's still on my channel. I don't believe I've ever had any. No, I don't think I've ever had any issues with it because it's literally just me talking. It's just me talking about the final episode of Neighbors, like, and they banned you for no. It's 2023. I could be 29 if I want to. It's 2023. I could be 29 if I want to. 29 if I want to. 29 if I want to. You would be 29 too if it was happened to you. Scams or commercially deceptive content are not allowed on YouTube. But I never posted any spam. It was the only community post I ever tagged someone in. So I was like, what? Yeah. And that's not even like you're supposed to tag. Well, you don't have to, but yeah, it's you have the option to tag people in community posts. How's that spam? Nah, YouTuber. As much as I like YouTube, they do some dumb things sometimes, man. For real. Yo, man like Jacob's back. Jacob's back. Back again. Sucks big time, man. Man, that sucks big time, man. There's no, I mean, you should appeal that. If for no other reason, just to be like, yo, YouTube, what the hell? But yeah, no, Cyberpunk is a pretty cool game. I've been playing, I think, a little over 7 hours in total. Oof, wait. Also pour it, not drink it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Yeah, got so many optionals though. But yeah, pretty cool game. It's a very in depth. Like there's a lot of different options, a lot of different things you can do that I assume affects the outcome of the game. There's even 3 starting points where you can start as a street guy or a corporate guy or something else. I can't remember what the third one was. I went with the street guy, or girl really. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I'm digging this game so far. Yo, what up, Al? Al E and a place to be. Sucks that I'm worried about a community post in the future. Yeah, that should not be something you should have to worry about, especially when all you did was post a video. Like one video and they're telling you it's spam. That's mad. That is mad. YouTube are on one for that. As a fixed channel, we have permanently removed your channel from YouTube. Going forward, you won't be able to access, possess, or create any other YouTube channels. Man. Yeah, I'd say you should definitely appeal it. If assuming it's not too late. I hope it's not too late. Just so that, because if you ever want to create another YouTube channel again, got to talk to a bunch of tunes in this place. bought this game, but I haven't got around to playing it yet. Yeah, it's quite a lot in here, to be honest. I mean, it's probably gonna be a while before I get through it, if I get through it at all. Trying to look for somebody. It's like, bloody hell, man. Nobody's in this place. Right, who's over here? That's why I said earlier, Haze. Did it come through the community post? And you're in the, oh, I see. I don't think so. I mean, what was it? Was it recent, by the way? So I kind of assumed it was a while ago, but to be honest, I don't think I remember ever receiving a notification about that post. So no, I don't think it did. I mean, I'll double check, but no, I don't think it did. Couple of tats whenever I can afford. Whenever I can, I forgot to say. Okay, nice. Yeah, I feel like I want to do something about my current tattoos, actually. Like, I've kind of decided, it's kind of decided, kind of undecided. But so I feel like I want to do something with the tattoo that I got here. You can't even see it because it's out of, but I have a tattoo there. And I'll do something where I have that covered up and maybe go with like a half sleeve on my forearm. Oh, he didn't drink to Jackie. Oh, there you go. Something Asian and over the snake or something villainous, like the Decepticon symbol or the Sith symbol. The Decepticons. I need to get up there. Is there? Where's the stairs? Like a whole bit up there, and I can't see no stairs. There's gotta be stairs around somewhere, right? Okay, not there. You think they had an issue with me linking to a video? I'd get a warning or something first. My account I could stand there with no proof. Yeah, and exactly, like you should. There's so many steps that they just completely bypassed to go to the most extreme option. That is so bad, man. And would you say 4,000 subs? Was the channel monetized? Was you making some coin on it? Ish. Why is it so complicated to get upstairs? Oh, here's the stairs. Finally. Finally. Cocktails have been out down. What kind of video did you try to post? Yeah, it was Wednesday. Tagged your handle in the post with a link to your video. Yeah, if it was, yeah, no, I didn't. You know what? I'm just real, because I noticed when you came through, you didn't have the picture that you normally have, and I guess I just kind of assumed you just delete the picture yourself, but now I'm realizing what's happened. Of course, you had to set up a whole thing in it to and maybe just haven't put that picture up. So okay, I see. I'm seeing that now. Damn, man. Just share the link to it. No, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've got two sets. I've got one on my right shoulder here, and then this one here, which again you can't even see. This is the first one I got, and I got this one afterwards 3 years later. They're both old tattoos now, and yeah, I just feel like it's time. I don't know, like. I feel like I want to do something where this one is just covered up completely, like where you can't even see the original tattoo, you know. I got 4 piercings. Yes. Oh, I never will. Alan says he will never get a tattoo. Spoken like somebody who's going to get their first tattoo in the next couple of years. That's what I'm calling it now. Alan's saying he'll never. Alan's saying he's never going to get a tattoo. I'm saying sometime in the next, let's say 5 years, Alan's going to get a tattoo. Maybe something on his shoulder, you know, something small, you know, or maybe like a small. But I think you got to get a tattoo in the next 5 years. Maybe something small. Maybe something you could cover up really easy, like maybe something on your back where you could just cover it up really easy. Maybe you don't have to tell nobody, you know, because you've got shirts on and no one's going to see it anyway. But yeah, sometime in the next 5 years, Alan's getting his first tattoo. So far, I've got 4 ear piercings. Draw the line at facial tattoos. Yeah, no, I think, yeah. I mean, each to their own. I think I've seen some face tattoos that can look really cool, but I think for myself, I'm good. I'm good. I think there's only certain people who can really, truly pull off a face tattoo. You know, like there's really only certain people that can do it, and it's not even. I don't even think it's about it's about the way you look. Like I feel it's just about your character, your persona, your whole swagger. You know what I mean? Like there's only really certain people that can pull it off. Like a lot of guys get face tattoos, and personally, I feel like a lot of them can't pull it off. There's maybe like I feel like the game. Like, you know, the game, the rapper, the game. Like, I feel like he's the only one I can think of right now that can pull off a face tattoo. Not so much, well, back when he started, like, I feel like now he's probably got a bit too much with him, to be honest with you. He's probably got a bit too far with him. But back when he started, and he had the LA tattoo on under his eye, I feel like back then he was pulling off the face tattoo really well, but the last time I saw saw him, he had like a big star, and I was like, nah, I'm not sure it's working now, to be honest with you. I'm not sure it's working now. But yeah, very few people can pull off a face tattoo, I think. I don't monetize it, but yeah, close to 4,000 subs. Man, that sucks. I mean, I'm like you say, you plan on deleting it anyway, but even still, it's like, that sucks. Taking place at Sheffield Arena. Oh, wait. That's really released in 4 seconds return. Oh, okay. It will be 11 hour long episodes. Okay. In the new series, tickets are free. Nice. I like free. Not sure I shouldn't go to Sheffield though. In June 2023. Next to Haze with a Mike Tyson. Actually, Mike Tyson's another person who could pull off a face tattoo. I feel like he's one other person who can do it. I don't know if I can do it though. I've already got a birthmark on my face, so I feel like I'm barely rocking that. I'm not sure about getting a face tattoo. Oh mate, that was nasty. I'm not bothered about monetization. What's the point of my... Oh, okay. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, I'm not bothered about monetization. What's the point? My videos are always getting copyright claimed anyway, so I can make nothing on my vids. I still make vids and still enjoy making vids. I don't know about over there in the UK, but here in the US, high schoolers can show their tats as long as they're not offensive. Well, at high school I went to. Okay. But then how do you define offensive? Because if somebody gets a tattoo of a bunny rabbit, and I am offended by bunny rabbits, so are they allowed to show their tattoo? Because I could be like, yo, actually, that bunny rabbit is offensive to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate if you just covered it up. Thank you. Can I do that? Can I be like, yo, your bunny rabbit is actually super inconsiderate of my feelings. Oh wait, we've got a new call. Okay, so close to the face, but not quite on the face. Yeah, yeah. All right. I don't know. Neck tattoos, man. Jacob's got a neck tattoo. That's like, I don't know. That sounds like he might have been a. Jacob might have been shot in on road with a neck tattoo. Jacob was on road like that. Okay. Oh, I'll just get stuck. Oh wait, there you go. This motorbike is difficult to control. Back in the 90s. Oh wait, I'm going this way, aren't I? favorite gladiator? Mine's Cobra. No, I don't have a tattoo either. I love them, but the thought of it, nah. Alright. So Sam doesn't have a tattoo either. Alright. Since Sam is only 29, I'm going to say sometime in the next 10 years, Sam's getting her first tattoo. Sometime in the next 10 years, Sam's getting her first tattoo. But I reckon with Sam, it's probably going to be something quite, like maybe not massive, but it's going to be noticeable. Like a skull on the wrist. You know, stuff like that. I think that's going to be Sam's first tattoo, like a skull on the wrist. Not maybe not that exactly, but something along those lines. And it won't be like a tiny tattoo that you could just like cover. I mean, you could probably be able to cover it up. But, I mean, of course you cover it up, you can cover up anything. But it'd be a noticeable tattoo. Like, you know, there'll be like some weight to it. So that's what I'm saying now. Sometime in the next 5 years, Adam's getting his first tattoo. It's going to be a small one. Sometime in the next 10 years, Sam's getting her first tattoo. And it's going to be about a medium to large one. Oof. Man, these guys drive mad. Okay, he's gonna get a face or two in the next 2 months. Wolf, I remember Wolf. I remember Wolf. I've got about 15 minutes left on this GeForce now thing. The camera's for sure. Use EVGA stuff for the needle or just before having a tattoo. I had heels. It's hard. My guy. Try to take this Tyson's face tattoo. Well, that's true. Well, I think somebody would, but they'll do it from a distance. You know what I mean? When he's not around to hear it. When he's sleeping, maybe. Okay, this guy saved my life. Or I'm not sure if he saved my life or not. It was a very massive one. Need someone. To top of my image, believe it or not. I think people that tattoos generally do look tough though, that's the thing. I think people with neck I guess it depends on what the tattoo is, to be fair. Like if you got a neck tattoo of like a heart or something like that, then maybe not so much. But if you got a neck tattoo of like a rose, that could make you look pretty tough, or like a spider, you know, or something like that, or like some kind of like calligraphy writing, you know, that could toughen you up a little bit. But I felt, yeah, neck tattoos generally speaking, yeah, they kind of make you look a bit tough. But you gotta have the right swagger though, like, you know what I mean, you gotta have the right swagger. Like you can't have a neck tattoo trying to look tough and you know, look like a 1980s nerd from an American movie or something, like, you know what I mean, like Screech from Saved by the Bell. Like it just wouldn't work. You know, you just wouldn't work. You're gonna have the right swagger too. Like, nah, I regret it. I had a thing for Arnie when I was younger. I was weird and shouldn't be sweating. I haven't watched wrestling properly in ages. I love wrestling fate now. Car looks trash. Looks trash. I'm sure it's better. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be fun. Yeah, thank you. Much offensive about these around these parts, especially since people you don't hunt, so they can have a tattoo of one. And in 10 years, I'll still be 29. Into bodybuilding, Arnie was mine back then, so like Arnie is understandable. Okay, let's go on to because I don't want it. Wait, you get my skull tattooed on you? I don't know about that. I'd rather not find out what my skull looks like just yet, actually. So might have to be a while. Might have to be a while. Big dudes. James Harrison, Mike Lewis. Like real life Peter Pan. There's a lot of talk in this game, though, I will say that. A lot of dialogue. Else is not bodyguard. Yeah, neck tattoo, innit? Hercules in New York. Worst movie? Nah, that movie's a classic, man. That's the greatest movie ever made. What are you talking about? You wouldn't have to worry too much about that, I'd say, if you're getting a tattoo. I mean, it generally does hurt more, yeah, but it's not so painful that you'd be screaming. Like, getting a tattoo it's not as painful as people tend to think it is, you know. Mm-hmm. Man, Sam's coming for blood. No, I don't believe I did hear about the prison Charles versus being denied parole. How can you not like Hercules though? That film's a masterpiece. Awful. Do you like a lot of dialogue in games, Haze? kind of varies. I mean, sometimes it can be cool. Other times it just feels like it goes a bit too long. And to be honest, this one does often feels like it goes on a bit too long. The game itself is pretty solid, but yeah, the dialogue can often feel like it just goes on a bit too long. Oh wait, did I pick this already? So yeah, it's gonna time out in 3 seconds. Oh well. So yeah, when you play on GeForce now, it gives you 1 hour of playtime and then it kicks you out. So I've got to leave it for the minute and then start it up again. What's the time actually? 10. Yeah, I might start up again, but we'll leave it for just a moment before I do. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. Catch up with the chat though. Press, I swear my test rate will increase. Yeah, press would do that. Vegas on. Yeah, I'm definitely careful out there, dude. Running Man's a good movie. Guess again. That's another good one. Hey Smiley, remember when I promised I'd kill you last? I lied. Man, it was ahead of his time. Yeah, that was written by Philip K. Dick, who wrote frick no. Blade Runner. Was it Blade Runner? Yeah, Blade Runner. I'm sure you wrote Blade Runner. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should double check. Who wrote Blade Runner? No, Stephen King, my bad. Stephen King wrote The Running Man. But yeah, Philip K. Dick did write Blade Runner. At least I got that bit right. I just confused the two for a second. And the guy with the game in the booth behind keeps wiping his face with his burger. That Predator film was alright. Commando is stupid. Commando is not stupid. Commando is a great movie. There's no such thing as a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Let me just put it that way. Every single Arnold Schwarzenegger movie is a masterpiece. It's just that, you know, they had dialogue that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's deliberate, of course. You know, they had a kind of plot lines that, you know, didn't quite add up, but that was deliberate, of course. See, the thing is, people said it doesn't make sense. It's because you don't understand the depths of how intricate the writing is. Arnold Schwarzenegger movies are masterpieces. Every single one of them. There's not a single Arnie movie that is not a flat-out masterpiece. Exactly. It was a great movie. Not just for its time, but forever. Like when he rips the car door off its hinges. I think he like rips the seat out of the car with his bare hands or something like that. And then he drives the car with no seats. It's a masterpiece, man. Movie's a masterpiece. I eat green berets for breakfast, and right now I'm very hungry, huh? That's like my YouTube is. Say, should we fight for love? I don't get it, Sam. Everyone has a different pain tolerance. Yeah, I think the thing about tattoos is just that I just feel like, at least in my experience and what it seems to be with most people that get tattoos, at least from what I understand, yeah, once you get that initial kind of, like, the anticipation of it hurting is far greater than what it actually feels like. Yes, man, I enjoyed it back in the day, though. When I said, "I'll kill you last," exactly. You don't get lines like that no more. That is genius level writing. Yeah, back when you just had nothing but time in it. Just sit in the game for like bare hours, man, and to not even think about it. Can't do that no more, man. I can't even lie. One of the reasons why I do these live streams is just so I can have a little bit of time for gaming. It's not the only reason, but it certainly is one of the reasons. It gives me just that little bit of time for gaming each week. It's like, if I weren't doing this, then I'm not. It'd be difficult. Well, it wouldn't be impossible. I'm sure I could still fit it in. But yeah, it'd be tight, man. It'd be tight. Maybe that's the next set of movies we need to do. Like, you know how we watch all the Halloween movies? Maybe we need to go through like all the 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Like, maybe not all the movies. I'm not every single one of these movies. I feel like the 80s at least, like maybe up to about mid 90s, maybe. But definitely 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I think we need to do that next. Like, just make sure we get through all the 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Maybe go up to about The Last Action Hero. That was like 93, I think. But yeah, all the 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger starring role movies, not just like the ones where he had like, I don't know, walked on for like 5 seconds or whatever, but yeah, starring role movies, significant role movies that Arnold Schwarzenegger made during the 80s. I think we need to do that for the next movie night series. looks you had already answered it. Okay, the kid spending my paper round money. Paper round. Remember that game Paperboy though? That was like on the Game Boy. Well, I think it was on the Game Boy and the NES. I had it on the Game Boy though. That was a good game, man. Paper round. Oh no, Paperboy. Sorry, it's called Paperboy. That was a good game. We used to like throw the newspapers. We used to cycling. And you used to throw the newspapers and get them into the box, into the post box. You had to time it right to get an accurate throw. Terminator Genesis is a masterpiece. Terminator 1 and 2 and Terminator 3. There's no such thing as a bad Terminator movie. Except the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't in. The special effects have the time. I love people who hate on Arnie, but he has done some really great. No, he really has though. He really has. I think like Arnold Schwarzenegger though, like for real. I mean, yeah, it's like okay, he's not acting on the same level as Robert De Niro or somebody like that. But one thing he's always done, pretty much I'd say from the beginning of his movie career, is been able to get himself into roles that he can do. So okay, so let's say the movie isn't an amazing film. He would typically still come off looking pretty good in that film because he's playing characters that fall within his skill set. And when you do that, you know that you can do it well, right? You can play that type of character well. Maybe not every single one of his characters, to be fair, but certainly a good majority of them are characters that he could play well because he picks characters that work for him in the movies that they're in. And he's done that pretty much from the beginning up until probably now, really. I mean, you can maybe pick out, I'm sure you could probably pick out a few examples if you go through his entire movie career. You could probably pick out a few examples that he didn't do so well or maybe were kind of ill-advised. But I'd say probably at least 85-90% of his starring role movies, even if the movie itself wasn't particularly good or wasn't particularly great, Schwarzenegger looked good in it and came off as maybe one of the best things in that film. Salvation, even though Arnie wasn't in it. As you kind of CGI. Oh yeah, they put that CGI Arnie in there. Made him look young too. No, Salvation was alright actually, to be fair. It was alright. I mean, it felt a bit unnecessary, but from what I can remember, but it was alright. It was alright. Ninja Shadow, Darkness. Darkness, oh, so the games you played, yeah. That's creative, right? And recently, Haze. Kinda. I mean, because I write for the videos that I do over on the movie channel, right? So I write those, and those involve creativity. I'm thinking about what to say, what to nitpick, what kind of dirty jokes to make, But in terms of creative writing, in a sense of poetry, no, I haven't done much of that lately. But I do have like an idea that I'm kind of playing around with, that I've just written a few notes down, but I haven't really written anything for a while now. Genesis was trash, granted it's not the best, but it was entertaining. That's the one with Emily Blunt in it. Is that right? Genesis. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember much about what happened in it. Twins. The Twins was really cool, actually. Yeah, with Danny DeVito. Movies on the channel. Yeah. I don't think we have even watched one Arnie movie during a movie night, actually. I don't think we have. So, yeah, we definitely need to do it. We need to fix that. It needs to... to apologize, by way of apologizing to Arnold Schwarzenegger for not doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie during any of our movie nights previously. We're going to watch every single Arnold Schwarzenegger movie made during the 80s up until possibly around, I think at the moment, I'm thinking up until around Last Action Hero, and then after that we'll see. But at least I think 80s up until Last Action Hero, and then we'll go and we'll see from there. Or True Lies, depending on which one came last. I think True Lies was before Last Action Hero. Or if it came after, then True Lies. Because I think we've got to include True Lies. But right now, I'm not sure if that was before or after the Last Action Hero. So, depending on which one of those was yeah. Yeah. Kindergarten Cop, yeah, there's another good one. How did it feel to hit that son of a bitch? It felt good. All of my paper and skills on the game. Oh, you got to, man, you got to. It's training you for that job, isn't it? It's training you for that job. Total Recall, yeah, man. With the free titties. Those weren't real, by the way. I don't think anybody was wondering, but those were not real titties. So yeah. Big mystery solved. I wish I had free hands. Red Heat, yeah, that was a good movie. I liked Red Heat, actually. That was the one with was it Belushi, something Belushi, where he played the Russian. It was kind of a slower paced movie, for what I can remember. I remember it being a kind of a slower paced movie, but yeah, no, that was pretty cool. He was like a Russian cop that went to America to solve a crime or something. I can't remember the exact plot, but Batman and Robin, yeah, Mr. Freeze. Maybe you need to cool off, or that might not have been it, but something like that. End of Days, yeah, Maggie. Oh my gosh. Better acting roles. These shows, good. Yeah, for sure. Now they still crazy about the 1997 Batman and Robin film being lame or not that good. How the cartoon was brought to life in the movie, especially Gotham City. Some page of the story, a bit more depth than the other Terminator movie, in my opinion. Didn't realize he mostly played to his abilities, but definitely acted in it. True Lies, yeah, True Lies is a great movie. I mean, it definitely falls into that kind of sort of typical 90s thing they do with the bad guys, and the bad guy being that kind of very kind of predictable, generic kind of thing. But yeah, I mean that aside, it's good action, it's a good story. Jamie Lee Curtis did her own stunts. And he made a sexy dance. Collateral Damage, yeah. I did see that movie, actually. I can't remember what happens in it, but yeah. It's good. I seen Collateral Damage. I just don't remember it. Yeah. Raw Deal was a badass movie. You remember that classic? Raw deal. I think I said see that. Wait, Red Heat is the one when he comes from Russia, right? Raw deal. Oh, I don't remember. Only appreciate That's it, man. Only appreciation night. I mean, to be fair, only appreciation night should be every night, but yeah, certainly right now we need to be on the appreciation night right now. So you know what? I think it might be best to not play that and play something else. Pumping Iron, yeah, that was the documentary though, wasn't it? The bodybuilder documentary. I actually never did see that, so I think it's on Netflix, I think I heard actually, so I don't know, maybe I'll check that out at some point. In fact, I should check it out at some point. Is on my watch this too. The 13 Doors. That Schwarzenegger movie. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I wish I had more time for gaming. Wish I had more time for gaming. Oh, boy, there's so many I want to play. So many I want to just play again. My collection, nice. Everybody better has seen Pumping Iron, that's for sure. Raw deal, all this trash, to be honest. Which one was Raw Deal again? I feel like I know I've seen it, I just don't remember what happens in it. But it's a masterpiece. It's a sports movie, so it's gonna be a masterpiece. Poison Ivy, some of favorite DC villains. I think that's the shit. Do you prefer DC to Marvel? Indeed, man. Speaking of DC to Marvel, by the way, real quick. So I recorded a podcast with a comic book writer. His name's Osama Helmi. He writes a comic book about a Muslim superhero called Ahmed. I probably said that wrong. But anyway, we talked about like Marvel, DC. We talked about like Daredevil, Spider, you know, all that sort of stuff. Like we talked about a lot. He's big into comic books. Of course, he writes comic books. So yeah, if you are a comic book fan, or you know just want to hear an interesting conversation, look out for that on the podcast on Wednesday, the 5th of April. That's coming out. So yeah, that's the next podcast to drop on Wednesday. This next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, 5th of April. It's 5th of April. Today. Yeah, I was like grumpy Smurf today, man. Like, I hate everything. Like, what's going on, man? What's going on? How can you hate all those Arnold Schwarzenegger movies? Like, come on now. Come on, man. You can't be hating all these Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. That's like, I'd have to wonder if, like, I mean, there's certain things where it's like, I don't think everybody has to like it. But certainly, like, when people talk about, like, hating something, it's like, I don't know, man, that sounds a bit suspect. Like, you know what I mean? It's like saying I hate fun, you know? Like, it's just like, sounds a bit suspect to me, man. That's going on here. Sounds going on. Was it like Arnold Schwarzenegger did sign a signature for you or something, and then how you hate all his movies? Alan saw Arnold Schwarzenegger at the airport one day, asked for an autograph, and Schwarzenegger just walked past him. And ever since then, Alan was like, he's my sworn enemy. Moves now. It's a great game. My second playthrough. Okay, nice. That came out, yeah, recently, isn't it? Yeah. Man's been playing. Movies are it, indeed. These knees. That's more like it. April tomorrow already. It's just me as this year flown by. Yeah, man. April 1st, April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day tomorrow. Better get your jokes ready. You're on the hill, okay. I think Alan hates all the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies up until, what you said you liked again? Was it True Lies, right? So here's what I think happened. When Alan was like a really, really small kid, right? He asked Arnold Arnold Schwarzenegger for an autograph, and Schwarzenegger just kind of walked past him, and Alan was like, I hate this guy, he's my sworn enemy. And then sometime around 1992, you saw him again by like some chance meeting, and Schwarzenegger was like, hey, I remember you. You asked for an autograph, didn't you? And he's like, hey, let me give you an autograph. And he gave him his autograph. And ever since then, Alan was like, I like Arnold Schwarzenegger now. that was just when True Lies was coming out. How accurate is that story, Alan? That's 100% accurate, isn't it? Be honest, man. Be honest. The Triple X films. Alright. Okay. We haven't talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger movies to pornos, but alright, okay. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. Saw half of a few of them, but saw the one with Ice Cube in it. To my father in theaters. Oh, okay, you spent those Triple X movies. Okay, alright. the Xander Cage ones, not the okay. But then again, I don't know. Maybe Ice Cube was in a porno. I don't know. That could have happened. That could have happened. He's lived a life. He might have very well been in a porno. It's not really that unthinkable. I think Snoop Dogg was in a porno apparently at one time. So who knows? Maybe Ice Cube was in one as well. I'm just saying. It's a world of possibilities out there. Jack to me. And I love you. Yeah, Sam likes that toxic. Sam's safe word is give me more. Oh man, that was bad. I'm sorry. When you're on the autograph joke, it made me wonder, has anyone here ever met a celeb, and if so, what were they like? I have met a celebrity. I mean, I guess I've seen lots of celebrities, just say, you know, did a lot of extras film work. But in terms of like met, like actually spoke to, yeah, I have met one celebrity, or no, probably more than one. But I'll say I've met one celebrity that you might have actually heard of, and yeah, that was very nice. It was Renee Zellweger. I met her. She was very nice. She was a real sweet person. We met. It was actually on the set of Bridget Jones 3, and she well, it was a cold day, but what happens sometimes with well, maybe sometimes, a lot of times with film sets is that it'll be a cold day, but you have to act like it's summer, and they make it look like summer in post, right? So we're all doing like t-shirts and that kind of thing. And I'm there, and I'm not complaining about the cold, but I am feeling it, right? And I guess in between takes, I was shivering more than I realized. And eventually, this lady comes up to me and she says, "Renee asked me to give this to you. She has me a hot water bottle to help keep me warm." And then after we sort of wrapped with that section, you know, I saw her on the way back and I spoke to her and I said thank you, and she was saying, "Oh no, that's fine. You know, you look like you were cold." And we kind of talked for a short period as we were walking back. But yeah, no, she's a real nice person, like real sweet, like didn't like have like an ego or act like she's too big to talk to the little, you know, nothing like that. And yeah, so yeah, Renee Zellweger. My safe word is not enough blood. Not enough. More. Never knew that. No, I knew them. I knew them. I knew them. I've seen two of them. There's three, I think, now. But I've seen two of them. Actually, no, I've seen three of them. I've seen all three. I've seen all three. Because there was like Triple X, XXX2, then Triple X Return of Xander Cage. Yeah, I have seen all three. None of them are particularly... Oh, I mean, no, that's not fair. They're okay films. They're okay films, but yeah. Not agree on everything, but one thing we do agree on is being a fan girl of on it for sure. He's earned it, man. He's earned it. Craig Charles, when I was young. That's it, but Elliot's met some proper famous people. When he works in security. Oh, you know what? I actually met Craig Charles as well. I forgot about that. My bad. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm sorry, Craig. But yeah, I've met Craig Charles. It was at an what was it? It was an expo, like Comic. I can't remember if it was Comic Con or some kind of event like that. But this must have been like, bruh, like 10+ years ago. It was a while ago. And yeah, I met him. He was signing autographs there, and I think I don't know if I caught him at the beginning or at the end of the autograph session, but I saw him, and I just kind of walked up to him, shook his hand, and we talked a little bit about Red Dwarf, and I got a picture with him as well. Like, we took a picture together, and I'm sure I still got that picture somewhere, but bro, I don't know where that is now. I'm sure it's buried somewhere in a hard drive or something like that. But yeah, I guess I met a few other people. But yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, Ben, you might know this one. Stephanie McIntosh. You might know Stephanie. I'm not sure anybody else will know that name, but I think Ben might know that name, Stephanie McIntosh. Because I met her once. That's a great story about Rennie. Oh yeah, because American, she does a pretty decent. Yeah, no, for sure, no, for sure. Actually, like when you hear it, it's pretty convincing, and she was doing it on set as well. Security. I need to replace you. I know he knows that movie. So. Yeah, and I was playing around, Brax. I know the movie. I met Arnie apparently. Yeah, twice. I remember twice. Anthony Anderson in person back in 2012 during the first week of July in New Orleans. Okay, nice. Yeah, he used to, I don't know if he still does, but he did at one time run a comedy club out in New York called the Gotham Comedy Store. And when I was in New York, I went there hoping that he'd be there, like maybe hosting or maybe doing a set, but he wasn't there that day. But Tony Rock was there, Chris Rock's younger brother. He was there and he did a set. And Elliot Chang, who I don't think is as famous, but he was there, and he was a pretty cool dude when I spoke to him afterwards, actually. Yeah, Sky Mango, that's the one. Yep, that's the one. So with Steph McIntosh, what happened is I used to be a motorcycle courier, and I was doing a delivery to, I can't remember where it was now, but I was doing delivery, and I get to this place, and I see on the envelope on the package it says Steph McIntosh, but it just didn't. And I was watching Neighbours a lot during this time as well, so I knew the name Stephanie McIntosh, but at no point the whole time I was taking it there did it occur to me that that's who it could be, right? But I get to this place, and I ring the doorbell, and this kid answers the door. That's a real young kid. I mean, he must have been like 5 or something like that. He answers the door, So I'm looking down and I'm like, is Steph McIntosh here? That's what I said to him. And he goes running up. He's like, Steph, there's a man here for you. And then she comes to the door. And when she came to the door, then I was like, oh. And yeah, I was like, whoa, you know, because I was so surprised it was her. And yeah, I was talking to her a little bit. I was saying how I watched the show, and you know, and yeah, I took a picture with her as well. And when I was leaving, actually, which is it's kind of funny. I think it's funny anyway. When I was leaving, I was looking back and I see this guy standing by the door, and he's kind of looking over and he's smiling. And I didn't think much of it. I kind of thought he looks a bit familiar, but I don't think too much of it at the moment. I just thought he kind of looks familiar. And then I drove away, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that was Jason Donovan." I was Jason Donovan. I was like, I don't make sense, because like I think she was here like doing some music gigs, because you know, I don't know if you know what she does, singing as well, or at least used to. I don't know if she still does, but she was doing some music gigs and that kind of thing. And I think, I don't know if they're related in real life, but I think their families are close or something like that. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. She was probably staying with him while she was here doing, you know, that stuff. But yeah, I met Stephanie McIntosh. But pretty certain I saw Jason Donovan, but never said anything to him. He hated security work. He met Guns and Roses. Oh, okay. He met the chick in Games of Thrones. And he worked on the Mary Poppins film set and others. People. Yes, there was only one person. Man, was that rude? I was simply red. Oh, was that guy? Was it Mick Hucknall? Was that it? He did security for West Ham United. Well, they don't need much security. No, ain't nobody doing nothing there. I kid. I don't replacement already. I'm good. That's another thing as well. That picture I took with Steph, I know I've got it somewhere, but it's like, bruh, it's going to be so hard to find now. I should label my pictures a lot better. I really should. What is it? I have to go through my photos and label them and be like, yo. So Charlie Wilson from the group, the Gap band, he was with Anthony, and I saw Tyrese Gibson. Oh, nice. Well, that had already around that time too. I met them in person. What more do you want from me? Security. Jake, so I mean, you do security. I mean, you say you do night security, but do you meet any service doing night security? I mean, if you do, you probably meet them when they're doing things they don't want people knowing they're doing. I imagine, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're meeting celebrities at night, they're probably like on a secret thing. Same story, Haze. That's pretty awesome. You def need to dig out a photo of you and Steph for us to see. Yeah, man. I know I've posted it somewhere. I think I posted it on my Instagram once. I don't think I would have taken it down. I took down a bunch of stuff at one time ago, some time back. I don't think I would have taken that one down. But it would have been ages ago I posted it, so it's not like it'd be just easy to find. Also obnoxious steps, so I'm not surprised. So yeah, Mr. Moon has left the building. I'm sure he will. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. All right, one sec. Let me make this large. All right. Oh, wait. Hold on a sec. Mate. I can't use that. Oh, flipping out. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, one sec. All right. I think I got it now. And here we are. So let's close that first. No, that's not the wrong one. There we go. So yeah, that was a picture from, oh, when was picture take? I don't even know. Like, I posted it in 2018. It was not taken in 2018. It was taken long. Oh, here we go. It was taken in 2007. This photo. So yeah, that's when I met Stephanie McIntosh, way back in 2007. And I think Stephanie McIntosh actually likes this photo. think she actually likes this photo. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she likes the photo as well. So that's pretty cool. And by the way, yeah, back in 2007, I had hair. This is back when I had hair. That's how long ago it was. I actually had hair back then. We did 2 days since Christmas Star Wars film. And he was talking to the 2 directors, only he didn't know who they were, and he was telling them how poor he was. They still lost him back. Hey, he must have done good work. He said no. Being on the set of Star Wars, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, he is a movie person. We're trying to get some souvenirs or something. You don't know why we're together. We have very little in common. Opposites attract, innit? I'm sure he has his redeeming qualities, yeah. Yeah, it's a cool pick, bro. Thanks, man. But yeah, actually, Stephanie took this picture. So I asked her if I can get a picture of her, and she said yes. And I was trying to angle the camera, and she was like, "No, let me do it." And then she took the camera from me. And yeah, took that picture herself. So yeah, that's a selfie taken by Stephanie McIntosh with my old digital camera that I used to carry around with me. So yeah, I did motorcycle deliveries, and because you kind of go around town, I used to carry around this small camera with me so I can take pictures of some of the cool sights that I see. So yeah, that's why I had it. This is, I mean, 2007. It's not. Was that before camera phones? No. It's not before camera phones, but it's certainly before good camera phones, right? So this was actually a digital camera, like, you know, a small digital camera. I think I bought it for like, I don't remember, £100 or I can't remember, but it was like a small digital camera. Oh, probably more than that, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, small digital camera I used to carry around with me, because I was, you know, driving around so much, doing deliveries in all different places. Around a city, around a country, and I'd be like, you know, let me just stop and take a picture of the scenery. And yeah, I used to do that quite a lot. And yeah, that was one of the pictures that I took. Well, Stephanie took really back in 2007, June 4th of June 2007 to be more precise. Back when you had hair, yeah, man. If my hair looks flat, it's not normally like that. It's just because I'm wearing a helmet all the time, so it flattens my hair. Very cool of her, yeah. Awesome. Should have slid into her DMs. Oh man, you know what? I don't even think. Well, to be fair, this is before you could slide into DMs. I think it was a little bit before that, but yeah, I think she's married with a kid now, so a bit too late. But hey, I'm patient, man. I'm patient. I do not still have that jacket actually. So that's a motorcycle jacket that would have went ages ago. I don't remember when I stopped having it, But no, I don't have that jacket. I don't even think I have that hoodie anymore, actually. The hoodie that I'm wearing underneath. I don't even think I have that anymore. So yeah, no. I don't. Does it still... Well, I mean, if I still had it, I don't know. It'd probably be a bit small for me, actually, by now. I think I've maybe grown just a tiny little bit since then. I think. No, not by massive amounts, but I think I'm probably a little bit bigger than I was back there. Maybe a little bit taller, I think. But I don't know, maybe. maybe I shrunk, actually. That's it from Neighbors, yeah. Steph McIntosh. This is what she looks like now. More recently. Well, about 33 weeks ago anyway. Yeah. Respect. Hey man, I'm patient. I've got nothing but time. I've got nothing but time. If any of you will know who Dragon Force are, but Elliot did just security for them to a gig and was drinking with Dragon Force. I don't believe I know Dragon Force. I'm guessing that's a band though. It sounds like a band. British power metal band. Good job, sir, by the sounds of it. Yeah, it's cool when you get to meet, like, you know, like celebrities and, you know, people like that. I mean, it's cool when you know who they are and you like what they do, right? Then it's cool. I mean, because for me, it's like I don't really care about getting autographs and, you know, that sort of thing. But it's cool if you could get maybe a photo like I did with Steph, that's really cool. Or if you can maybe just like chat for just a few moments, you know, that's really cool. I don't need them to sign anything. I don't really care about that. But yeah, if you meet somebody and you know who they are and you like what they do, then it's cool. When you meet somebody and you have no clue who they are, then it's kind of like whatever, you know, just. Or even worse if you, I mean, this hasn't happened to me, but I imagine this would be worse if you met somebody, you know who they are, and you don't like what they do, you know. And especially if you're in a position where you have to serve them, and it's like, oh, man, this arsehole. Good on his CV. That looks good, but in the picture look bad. Yeah, good living, man. Good living. Here's another story. This one's a bit more embarrassing, at least on my part anyway. I also kind of briefly met, what's that guy? He used to be on that comedy panel show, Nevermind the Buzzcocks. Phil Jupitus. I also kind of briefly met him, but it was just an awkward, embarrassing moment on my part. I don't think he probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't care. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't care. He probably doesn't even remember it. But for me, it was like just awkward and embarrassing. Let me explain what I mean by that. So this is back again. I was doing courier work, doing deliveries, and I get delivery out to Phil Jupiter's. And this time I recognized the name. I actually saw the name and I was like, oh, I know Phil Jupiter's. And so the whole way there, and I can't remember where it was, but it's some far out place that he lives. It was like it was a long drive, a long motorbike ride. And so along the way, I'm kind of thinking like cool stuff to say to Phil Jupiter's, right? I'm trying to think of cool stuff to say. And so I get there and, you know, I ring the bell and he answers the door himself, right? And so I'm like, you know, do all the, this is for you, sign, blah, blah, blah. And I'm doing that. And then as, you know, he signs for the package, I said, yeah, you know, I really like you on never mind, a Buzzcocks. And he says, thank you. And then that's when I should have stopped talking. That's when I should have stopped talking. Right? That's the moment I should have just stopped talking. I said I liked from never mind, Buzzcocks. He said, thank you. Should have stopped talking, but nope. Then I went on to say, yeah, you're my second favorite person on the show. And he was like, all right. And then shuts the door, and I was kind of walking away thinking that was cool. And then afterwards I was like, wait a minute, that was just stupid. Why would I say that? Like, I can't believe I actually thought that was a cool thing to say. Like, it was like such a like, oh man. But yeah, like I say, I doubt he remembers that. It was just dumb for me to. But hey, you live and learn, man. You live and learn. Just looked, and Steffi McIntosh is Jason Donovan's half sister. Okay, from the LZ TV presenter mother, Sue McIntosh's second. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. It probably was Jason Donovan at that. It's probably his house, and she was visiting. People get all the luck. Amazon Club doors getting in. Scraps with you. So some people get to work on the Star Wars set. So it's no, I suppose. Hey, we all earn our dues somehow, man. The job was working security for Guns N' Roses, though. Not only did he meet them, but he got to see them play. Oh, that is awesome. I'm not helping. No, man. Oh, what's the mother stuff? Well, he met famous people. Hey, hon, I'm going to work. Okay, have fun. Wait, your work is hanging out with Guns N' Roses and watching them play? Yeah, but it's hard graft. You know, I got you know, stand and watch them. It's hard work. That it's hard. It's hard. Oh, it sounds like fun, but it's not. It's hard graft. That is. It's hard. Yeah, he was funny on the show. He was. Missed it off for sure. And the dumb thing is, at least for me anyway, like when I said it, I didn't even clock right away how dumb what I said was. It's literally until like I maybe got back on my bike and maybe got a little bit down the road, I was like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, what the hell? Especially as I'm thinking back to the way he responded, because he just did one of those things where he was like, and he shuts the door. Like, yeah. Honestly, you know what, Alan, I don't even think he cared. I seriously doubt he even cared. Like, it was like, like whatever. Like, Mark Lamar, yeah, yeah. Mark Lamar from the Word. But I used to watch Nevermind the Buzzcocks a lot, though. I mean, was it 1996 to 2015? Wow. Apparently it's still on. It's on Sky Max. It got redone in 2021. It got brought back in 2021 on the Sky Max channel. But I don't know it ran up until 2015. I knew it ran for a while. Like I probably stopped watching it around 2000 something. I imagine. Actually, no, wait. When was I doing motorcycle courier work? No, it would have been later than that because I was doing motorcycle courier work in 2007. So I would have been watching it then at least. So I know because that's when I was. So it probably would have been about 2010-ish, I think I would have stopped watching it then. You saw Guns N' Roses, I saw Peppa Pig, and got the best deal, but indeed. I mean, he watched Guns N' Roses sing "Sweet Child of Mine," and you got to look after the sweet child of yours. So yeah, same thing, really, right? Bill Bailey was on Nevermind the Buzzcocks too. Yeah, they had bare people on that show. Bill Bailey, was he a regular though? I remember Bill Bailey. I remember seeing his stand-up stuff, and he dude, I liked this. It was pretty funny. And he had that show for a while. He's not hating. Is anything like his on-screen persona? I mean, I'm sure. My guess would be that there's at least similarities. I mean, I know like when it comes to how you appear on, say, camera versus how you are in real life could be not necessarily different, but you know, especially if you're doing comedy, like you know, you typically going to kind of amp it up a little bit, right? You know, because you're trying to make people laugh, you're trying to exaggerate things. So maybe you're not like that all the time, because that would be exhausting if you're just doing that all the time. But I'd assume, at least anyway, that it's not super far off. This is finally loading up. It's not super far off how he is in real life. Alright, let's see if we can get a game or two of Fortnite in before we end this live stream. It happens when you're not on the priority list. You wait forever to get into games. Oh, my controller turned itself off. doing. Why there's so many offers here? The days before proper camera phones, I went to an autograph signing of Booker T and Trish Stratus in London on Thursday, 24th April 2003 at a Virgin Mega Store. Wow, in Oxford Street. Yeah, yeah. Bruh. Man, Virgin Mega Store. I don't think they're there anymore on Oxford Street. But yeah, I remember that shop though. I remember that shop. The big store. Oh, and Trish Stratus, is she? No, that's not Trish Stratus. She already was a Hall of Famer. Stacey Keebler just became a Hall of Famer. My bad. Trish Stratus already was in the Hall of Fame. Disposable camera before I got fix the bed of the film. I have melts in the sun. No, mate. That is, boy, that sucks. Remember Trish Stratus with Tess and Albert. It's TNA. Back. Okay. It was a regular show. Okay. I would have made an excellent thing on. Yeah, you know what? Alan's a bit excited about Sam taking a piss though. I don't know. That seems I don't know, man. I mean, you like golden showers. I ain't here to judge if that's what you... Hey, do you remember an old gaming show called... Yes, I remember that. Golden Games Monster Joystick and all that. Yeah. I remember that. That was the show back in the day, innit? Like, everybody wanted to be on that show. I actually knew somebody who was on that show. When somebody from my school was on that show, I was asking a question to the Games Master. I don't remember what the question was. But I remember seeing him on it, and he was like, Games Master, how do I it's like whatever it was. But yeah, I remember that. Oh, so I can mash things up, but I can't. Yeah, okay, makes sense. This is a no build option. That's why Dominic Diamond, yeah, man. Dominic Diamond. There was a few people that there was like, I think he was the first host, and then the second host, I forget his name, but he was on there for a while. I think Dominic Diamond came back. But it was it Patrick? The Games Master was like Patrick. What's his name? He was an astronomer. Patrick something. Sir Patrick something. He was an astronomer and astronomer or astrologer. I can't remember which one it is actually. Ah, finally. Got somebody. I ain't know if you saw it, but I eliminated somebody. Took him out and everything. But I ran out of bullets though. Patrick Moore, that was it, yes. But anything to go on that show. That was a good show, man. Ugh, somebody took me out. I'm not that show. That's what we used to laugh about on stream about a year ago when you would take a break halfway through the stream and we would say PP time. Okay, so for over a year, Alan's been obsessed with PP. Okay, we know. I'm not sure you're helping your cause, Alan. Apparently, when I used to go take a pee break, Alan used to rejoice in my pee breaks while I was away. I'm not sure you're helping your cause, Alan. But hey, listen, look, I'm not here to judge, man. I'm not here to judge. If you like golden showers, I'm just saying that's you, man. It's you. It's just was much more featured on there. His cool points went up. Yeah, man. I remember like when it started, and I remember seeing like the games master. I was like, I know the face from somewhere because Patrick was one of these guys that you just kind of see on TV, but maybe you don't necessarily know who he is. Not when you're a kid, anyway. I was like, I see this guy somewhere, and it wasn't until later on that you find out who it was, and he was an astrologer, and like, oh, that's really cool. Banzi. Oh, so I just remember. Yeah, I remember that. I'll allow it. There you go. Let's go for sure. Fortnite. I ain't interested in it, but I do have Elden Ring, Skyrim, and Call of Duty. Yeah, I mean, Fortnite's one of these games that I wish I liked, but I don't really. It's not free for me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I'm really committed to it, I can get good or whatever, but that's just yeah. Crystal Maze, yeah. What was that guy, the bald guy that ran it? That's this piece for Cal Welch and Bobby Caldwell. Yeah, they passed away recently. Go to shower stink. So I've heard. Okay, so you've heard, yeah. All right. You ever heard the phrase "Doth the lady protest too much"? Astrology show used to come on. Made late on UCT back in the day. There we go. There we go. I'm trying to get out of this thing. I'll pick up for the likes, man. I got 7 likes today. I don't know if that's the most we've ever got, but I feel like it's up there at least, right? That's just got to be up there with the most likes we've ever got, so I appreciate that, man. Game Monster, I started watching his show. It ain't regular shower or a red shower from a fruit punch or Kool-Aid. F it. I remember I used to enjoy talking about golden showers. To me, that scene with Stifler. I got peed on. Yeah, I remember Crystal Maze. I also remember yeah, also Matthew Kelly back in, yeah. I remember you bet and was it Supermarket Sweep and oh man, you got framed all them ones. Tornadoes are already messing up. Oh, damn man. Damn. Well, shows are much more entertaining. What's around? I'm back and we're talking about and stuff for golden showers. Yeah. Alan got a little bit too excited when you said you were going for a pee break. It's like, okay. Okay. I'm not here to judge. Whatever floats your boat, man. In their eyes, yeah. Later that tonight, Matthew, I'm gonna be Elvis. Yeah. Okay, Shane. We all have our funny ways. Exactly. No judgments in this village. You're free to express yourself any which way you want. You don't gotta be ashamed of it. You know, until we start making fun of you, of course. But I keyed. Nobody has heard of this show. The Krypton... Bro, come on now. The Krypton Factory, yeah. Where they had like the general knowledge round where they ask the questions in the studio. Then they had like a track and field round and they go out doing like some like events and stuff. Then they had that bit where they had like the the flight simulation bit as well. They put them in that cockpit. Yeah, I remember the Krypton Factor. Bruh, come on now. Come on now. That was like on Channel 4, I think, man. And then Mastermind. Remember Mastermind? I started, so I finished. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, man, I remember them shows. Seats away from Matthew Kelly and Broccoli. Ah, nice. Did you see it? I guess you saw him quite a bit then. Let's go. Says your show for real, man. That was like 80 something I was on. You know, my paper round. Says 9 likes. I appreciate the likes, man. If you like it, like it. Bullseye, yeah, I remember that. Hosted there. They The obstacle course in the mud. Blockbusters, yeah. Bob Holness. I remember that, yeah. Can I pee, please, Bob? Hey, man, his car when he was driving off. Jim Bowen. By the way, I don't normally mention things like typos and stuff like that, but I think this one seems a bit appropriate since Alan wrote bullseye, right, instead of bullseye. Wrote bullseye. So maybe golden showers are on Alan's mind a little bit more than he cared to admit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Space. Get to show David Williams, David Visible Games, something like that. I'm like, did anyone ever see Poker Face on ITV? It was a game show. But okay. I don't think I saw that Poker Face or the Invisible Games one. I remember Ant and Deck, of course, though. They did quite a lot of stuff, but no, I don't think I saw that particular show, at least, or not that I can remember anyway. It would be right in the night. What was that one? This is another old school one. Price is Right. Remember Price is Right? If you remember Price is Right, you are old. Come on down. 3, 2, 1, come on down. In one, and today's special prize. A speedboat, yeah. Strike It Lucky, yeah. Hollywood was my main go-to store. And it's got a one-track mind. More modern game show, but Golden Balls, that could be brutal. I think that might be a show that Alan might want to go on. I don't know what it's about, but it sounds like a show that Alan might like. Akid. Hollywood. There was another one. Remember Blank Titty Blank? I don't remember the name of the host. It was what was the name of the host? Les Dawson? I think it was Les Dawson. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Shh. Nice to see you. Nice. Alright. Votes. What's the one where they would show the prizes on the conveyor belt and they'd have all these different prizes? But every week there was always one of the prizes was always a cuddly toy. Like they have all different kinds of like a electric kettle or I don't know, a VHS player. They have different prizes each week on a conveyor belt. But every week there was always one of the prizes would always be a cuddly toy, be like a big fluffy cuddly toy. And every time it came up, they'd be like, a cuddly toy, and the whole crowd would like get involved and be like, cuddly toy, you know. Paul O'Grady, yeah, passed away a few days back. Rest in peace, Paul O'Grady. Never watched Golden Balls. Is that because you close your eyes when you're peeing on somebody, or? I'm my bad. I'll stop. I'll stop. Family Fortunes, yeah. Yeah, Lady Savage, yeah. With all the money, and by the end you have 2 players left. They decide whether to split the money or steal it. Sound it makes too when passing the numbers and stuff. Yeah, so over here we have Family Fortunes, right? Well, I don't know if it's still around, but we had Family Fortunes. I believe the American version is called Family Feud, and I don't know if they ever showed it on TV over here, but I know I've definitely seen a lot of the clips from YouTube with Steve Harvey hosting, and I gotta be honest, I feel like the American one was like Steve Hart, like the stuff that the clips that I see going around on that show, like there's just jokes, man. It's just bad jokes. I mean, the Family Fortunes over here wasn't bad. I ain't saying that, but from what I'm seeing, I feel like the American ones probably had just certainly had funnier jokes anyway. Because there was like stuff like, you know, was it name something that women like to sit on, and this guy's like, my face or something like that. It's like, all right. Right, I had to guess the cost of the item. I can't remember who that was shown. Oh, that was The Price is Right. Yeah, that was The Price is Right. Where you have to get it with within a certain amount, or the closest to it. Catchphrase, yeah, say what you see, say what you see. I remember Jim, that's what it's hosted. I remember that show with Phil Swift and Emma Forbes. I think it was called Telephone Numbers or something. Yeah, I'm not sure I remember that. I remember Philip Schofield, of course, but yeah. Jeopardy. Did they show Jeopardy in the UK? I know it was a kind of a popular show in America. Did they ever actually show it in the UK, or have a UK version? Big Break. That was the snooker one. Yeah, I remember that. I used to do the trick shots at the end as well. Yeah, over here it's Family Feud, yeah. Big Break with Jim Davis and John Virgo, yeah. Oh man, oof, guys, it's almost 10 till tomorrow. 10 minutes till tomorrow, so yeah. Oof. Gotta start winding down, man. Gotta start winding down. Gonna have to lay my head down to rest and get some sleep. Man, we had some fun, man. Had a few oh, what's going on? Okay, I think my mouse is decides to stop working. Well, that's awkward. There we go. There we go. Okay, now 15-1. Side. Come on down. That's what you gave version. I mean, yeah, I've seen clips of like the American stuff. I don't know if they ever did have a UK version or over here, or if they showed it over here. But yeah, they're definitely a popular show that gets brought up in like, you know, movies and shows and stuff. So I guess it's known over here. Next vlog on Sunday night. Well, yeah, so Sunday 2nd, at around 7 p.m. GMT, it is WrestleMania 39 Part 1. It's about a 3-4 hour event, so I'm probably gonna try and start relatively quickly in terms of, like, you know, sometimes we kind of chat a little bit then start the show. I think I'm probably gonna start relatively quickly, just because, you know, yeah, yeah, it's a quite a long one, but yeah, WrestleMania 39 Part 1. It's on the WWE Network if you want to watch along, or pay-per-view if you want to watch along. However, pay-per-view is bloody expensive, so I wouldn't recommend that. But of course, you don't have to do any of that. You can still come along, still have some fun. But yeah, that's the plan, to watch WrestleMania 39 Part 1 this Sunday, the 2nd of April. And then the following Sunday, it's WrestleMania 39 Part 2. And then the following Sunday, it's WrestleMania 17. And then the following Sunday, it is WrestleMania 18. So there's 4 WrestleManias each Sunday, starting this Sunday, 2nd of April. And yeah, so a lot of streaming this coming April, methinks. A lot of streaming coming this April. Hope I can keep up with it. I still do plan on doing regular 3 nights a week. But I think that's gonna have to come a little bit later in the month, especially with doing this for now. But I feel like I know what I want to do now. I feel like I know what kind of schedule I want to do in terms of the streaming and doing my cab work, and then fitting other stuff around it as well. So, but yeah, I think that's probably going to be 2nd or 3rd-ish week, April, when we start going 3 nights a week for the regular streams. But yeah, each Sunday from the 2nd, WrestleMania 39 Part 1, WrestleMania 39 Part 2, WrestleMania 17, and then WrestleMania 18. So yeah, WrestleMania month for April. So yeah, indeed, man, it is almost tomorrow. Take your pick. I remember take your pick. So you like your free warm milk? Free warm milk. I mean, it was warm milk. Yeah, it was warm milk. There's not much you can say about it. It was warm milk. on Zoom. So far, take my time with it. Oh wait, I appreciate that, man. All right, guys, you have been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping it lively. Looks like we're gonna have a busy month this month, but hopefully, God willing, we can get through it all. Yeah, awesome. But yeah, guys, until whenever, if ever, hopefully this Sunday. By the way, I don't think I want to, after this month, yeah, I don't think I want to keep doing Sundays on a regular basis, only because, like, I feel like I could do it this month, you know, but going forward, I do need to, like, you know, do other stuff. So, yeah, so I still plan to do it 3 nights a week, but it won't be Sunday nights. It'd be a different. I think it's probably going to be Tuesday, like Wednesday, Tuesday. Sorry, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I think that's what I'm probably going to go for, because that seems to be good days to work where I could do the cab stuff, and you know, fill it around. Yeah, but anyway, I'll confirm that later. But yeah, for now,